finishing up the field. What the harvesters are doing is they're cutting it down, and what the harvesters do is it takes the kernels off the cob, chops up the husks, spits the husks out back onto the ground, so that when they turn it in the spring, it helps fertilize for the next crop. Now, next year's crop may not be corn, it may be soybeans, because you want to rotate your crops.
So we've been waiting a year. Well, we watched the whole process. We watched the whole process. Now
planning to harvesting.
What will be coming out into that field now, Clay?
Deer, geese, birds.
To finish it up?
To clean up what. When it got chopped up, there's little bits of cob that still have small kernels on there that didn't get harvested. Now with this, the corn that's in these harvesters are going to go over to be dried in a silo, so the kernels are dry, so that it takes so much of the moisture, so many percentage of the moisture out of the kernels, and it'll be fed to the chickens at the chicken farm.
Oh, so that's what they'll do to the corn, is bring it to the chicken farm? We've got lots of chicken farms around here, guys.
They feed the chickens soy and corn, plus other ingredients. But
they move quick. Look at that.
Yeah, what they're doing now is they're unloading into the tractor trailers.
Oh, okay, it's like down there further?
See the spout coming over into the back of the truck?
Okay.
When the harvester gets full, they spill it out into the back of the dump truck. And they'll most likely take maybe 2 trucks out of here with corn in it.
Will that truck leave and come back again?
Or another one will pull in after it.
Okay.
And the people in the white pickup are the foremen, crew leaders, things like that, to take care of what's going on. Now see that one harvester left the truck, the next one's pulling in.
Okay.
Would have been nicer if they did it up on this end where we could have saw it.
Right. Well, they didn't want to park too close to that corner down here, probably.
Well, it doesn't matter. They're on the side of the road anyways.
Yeah.
They could have just well parked in there. But figuring that that's the wider end of the field, that'll be the last thing, so they might as well just, instead of driving all the way to the other end with wasting gas or diesel or whatever they run on.
So now he's back there cutting more, right?
Now he's cutting down another swipe. Now you saw they came down through the center of it. That's so that one harvester can take one side and the other harvester can concentrate on the other side, instead of following each other around. And it'll cut it down faster. They have to do around the outside, and then they come down through the center to kind of split the field in half. And this one here is taking care of the smaller part, so that by the time this one gets unloaded and starts on the bigger one, this one should have the smaller one done and finish up on the bigger one. And they'll have that whole field done in less than a half an hour.
Yeah, I was surprised at how much it took out in just a couple swoops.
Well, it'll take 4 to 6 rows in each pass, depending on how many points are on the front of the harvester. I think it's a 6 points, so it probably takes 5 rows, because we have a point on each side of the rows. It helps feed the stalks into the harvester. It has blades that cuts the stalks off. Everything gets chewed up into the auger, knocking the kernels off the cobs. Bits of the cob get spit back in the field along with the husks. Then the deer and everything can enjoy what's left in the field.
And then we can watch the deer and stuff. I got binoculars, and I found my field guide for birds, in case the internet isn't on.
I see he's turning around going back for a swipe on the small section.
And this is all pet food.
Not pet food. Chicken food.
Yeah.
so that you can get your eggs. Now, it used to be called Wegmans Chicken Farm, but I don't think it's called Wegmans anymore. I think it's a different chicken farm that runs it. But I'm sure the eggs still go to Wegmans and everybody else. There goes the truck full of corn.
Okay, there's the corn truck.
Newstead Farms.
I waved to him. So he knows he knows we're friendly. Well, they've seen us out here all year doing this anyway. They
We
know.
watched them plant
They
it,
know we're friendly.
plant it, fertilize it. And the tractor and wagon that's down there now is kind of a backup in case these guys get another load before the big truck comes in.
Oh, okay, I got it.
Yeah, I think these harvesters take 4 to 5 rows at a time. They have bigger harvesters than that in the south. They've got something that'll take 10 or 20 rows at a time.
Oh, here it comes! It's so exciting.
See, they missed all that back there.
Oh, okay.
Way along the edge. He might be taking that down now.
Once in a while, I'll get a corn husk in my front yard if it blows, but not very
you'll
often.
get a lot of it now because it'll,
Yeah, now it
it'll
might
be
blow.
like leaves. It'll blow right around.
And that's fine. That's the fun of living in the rural
See,
area.
this one's coming back this way while that one's going that way to finish up the small one.
Do you want to hold the camera there just to get that shot for me?
Yeah, all right.
Okay. Just want to make sure.
They're going to be
hidden
done.
behind
They're
the
going to be
stick.
done in about 10 minutes.
Yeah, that's true.
I always loved watching the farm work.
Yes, Clay loves that.
I also like watching the construction work.
I see you're barefooted.
Yeah.
He's got his bare feet. I usually help him with socks after his hip surgery. All of a sudden I realized, wait a minute, he don't have no socks on. Of course, I don't have any socks on either, guys, because I'm wearing sandals.
I was going to slip my slippers on. I gotta drive my fence posts with my reflectors so that when I snow blow, I can only go so far into the yard.
Yeah, we're having a beautiful week here. This is not usual for upstate New York, so we're loving it.
Kind of like an Indian summer.
Yeah, so I'm just loving it. Got it this
It's
morning.
supposed to be in the 60s and 70s all week.
Oh yeah,
50s and 60s all next week.
we're enjoying it.
Enjoy it while you can because it won't be long before it's sub-zero.
Yeah. Which won't be too bad now because we don't have the animals like we did other years. Freezing and which it's just that time for us. Gotta do what you gotta do some years. We're gonna be focusing more on gardening. We might do some animals, but not things that not too. But you know, I guess we can't promise because you never know. We might end up with more animals. We never know.
That may not be corn over there. That might be just hedgerow stuff.
Oh, okay.
Looks like corn stalks, but I think it's not. I think it's just dried leaves on some of the smaller growth. See, now he's going right down through the center. And this guy's going through the center on the other side. Because now it's wide enough for both vehicles to pass each other. And that way they don't go one trek without at least taking a few rows of corn.
So now if I see anything exciting out there, I'll rush grab my camera and show it to you quick.
Well, you may see some deer out there towards the end of the evening,
Mm-hmm.
picking through and getting some corn. I'm sure the deer were eating the corn on the back edge where you couldn't see them.
Or turkey. We might see
You'll
turkey.
see turkeys out there too. Looks like they're going to take the small section down first. This guy's coming up the big section. The outside edge. And you get a couple of good harvester drivers, and they'll work good together, knowing who's doing what, so that they don't get confused and they get the job done as quick as possible.
Or like when I was a kid and I worked for the bus company, two guys ride by each other, two bus drivers, and they took each other's mirrors off.
Now see, he's already got the long section done. They're still working on the short section in the back. See how he's got this side already put down?
Oh yeah, that looks nice. And if it looks a little not clear, guys, it's not really my camera. It's because of all the dust they have over there blowing around. It's making
it's the dust from the husks being chopped up.
It's making it look a little foggy.
Got a nice, yeah, see how it's throwing the dust out of the back of the harvester? That's just the leaves, the dirt on the leaves, and that'll all settle down in about 5 minutes after they're done. But you can see how fast they took that field down. And they were pretty lucky, that field was pretty level.
You're gonna go get a seed during the process? One of our little birdies. Yeah, I suppose the animals will go crazy now because they have to like double their weight before they migrate. Probably most of them are migrated now anyway, aren't they? Or...
Yeah, most of you are migrating. They'll still migrate just about till Thanksgiving, the stragglers. The geese are slowly on the move, but they haven't all left yet. You see they're going to bypass each other very close.
That's my favorite part. Is that your favorite part?
What, the bypassing each other?
Yeah. Yay! You did it.
Well, they know how many rows they've got to cut down before they can do that. Then you got one going one way and one going the other, so that the field's equally being taken down. Now this one will turn around and come back this way, and that one will go back the same way the other guy came.
One thing they don't do over here is they don't lay down cow poop, so it doesn't smell like poop all day. I hope it stays that way. Oh, look at the leaves are coming down over there like
Well,
Christmas.
you can't lay down cow poop if you're a chicken farm.
Oh, they can't?
Chickens don't lay down cow poop. They
No,
lay
I
down-
meant in the...
They lay down chicken poop.
Oh, they lay down chicken poop over there when they
They may fertilize it and let it go all winter.
Okay.
Chicken manure. So you may have the stink of chicken manure for a couple of weeks, but I chicken farmed so many years that it doesn't even bother me.
But it doesn't smell as bad as cow poop, do you think? I think that
I think pig manure is the worst.
I think, to be honest with you, if you're a farmer, it's kind of like, and I know people that live near farms, it doesn't really bother you if you get used to it because you just know it's just one of those things. It doesn't bother the chicken
Well,
stuff.
it's natural fertilizer.
Right.
I mean, it's not like it's Not like they're throwing a bunch of chemicals in the ground, so it's, you got a more natural product.
I know friends that they used to whiff and they'd say, "Ooh, I love that smell of that manure."
I don't mind cow manure. I don't mind chicken manure. I just don't like pig manure.
I'm not really, don't laugh. I'm not really one that, I don't really like the smell of any of it, but, you know, if you're going to be a country girl, you better roll up your sleeves and be a queen and not a princess. Clay loves that, because I always say I'm a princess.
You're not a princess.
I am a princess. That's what we usually do.
There goes the end of that part of the parcel. This should be about the last sweep on both sides. Maybe one more tiny row.
Yay, they're meeting up
And
again.
he's going to turn and take down what's left if there isn't any left.
They're going to fight over the scraps of corn.
No, there's going to be no scraps. That first one's going to have it all down.
Good job, guys. Thank you. Now I can watch the deer and the birds. They did a great job. We'll give you a gold star if we had them. Right?
No, they did a good job.
Yeah, they did. They did a nice job. Fast, quick, efficient.
Now he's going to unload into that wagon. And that's going to be the end of it. The harvesters will be eating.
Well, you say they could fertilize, maybe?
Well, it won't be with those vehicles, but they could come over with some spreaders. Of course, it depends on if they're going to use dry manure or if they're going to make a concentrate out of it. And if it's a liquid, it's really going to stink. Because they're adding water to it and bringing out the ammonia. But the best time for them to do it is before the snow hits, and it allows it to sink down into the ground for spring.
So we got our fun. We got to watch. It was nice because you
From
noticed
start
that.
to finish.
Yep, we got to watch the whole process, guys. You can go back and look at other videos if you want.
Plus, it's not quite
see the
finished
beginning.
unless they fertilize. But then next spring, after they fertilize, they'll plow it all up. And they'll have the rock pickers back in.
No, that's right. And my vote is I like the corn over the apple trees. They look a lot. It looks a lot prettier, don't you think, dear? As far as looking across the street, because that's our view, guys. When we're sitting in these little rockers over here.
Wait until if they plant. They're probably going to rotate their crop next year, because you should. Otherwise, the corn takes all the nitrogen out of the soil. So you put the soybean in there.
Yeah, it could be soybean, which would be pretty too. That comes up green though, but doesn't it turn brown once
It
it's
turns
fall?
just like the corn does.
And it'd just be a little lower
And
than
you
the
can
corn.
eat soybeans if they're roasted. They make a nice snack.
And there's a magical fruit.
Wrong kind of bean.
Oh, that won't give you the magical fruit?
I don't think so. I've had roasted soybean before. It's not all that bad. They're like nuts.
Oh, are they? You know, we didn't get any chestnuts this year. Or hazelnuts, I'm sorry.
What little bit got on there, probably the squirrels took away.
Yeah.
There wasn't very many. Wasn't very many of anything this year.
No, well, the birds.
It's been so dry, no water.
The birds went crazy and ate all the
Yeah, the mountain ashes.
Yeah, they ate all those berries.
And those mountain ashes usually on there till February and March.
I mean, the birds just went up there and chowed down.
They ate every one of them. Must be expecting a heavy winter because they're putting some fat on. Hey, they're all done harvesting.
Yay!
Now the tractor and wagon will head back for Wolcott.
We'll wave so they know we're friendly. videoing them, you know. Some people aren't nice and they might think we're... I know they don't.
They may not even know you're videoing them.
I'm sure they don't think... I'm sure, because we watched the whole process. So they're going the other way.
Probably get more fields out that way to do.
Yepers. So there you guys go. The corn is down. We might grow corn in the fence, you said, maybe. Maybe,
yeah,
maybe
but that'll
not.
be sweet corn. That
Yeah.
won't be field corn.
Don't you want me to make you a nice big pot of field corn? Tell them the difference between field corn and... because
field corn's for animals. Sweet corn's for people.
years ago with my ex-Rex, so to speak, we had a farmer friend say, go pick some corn from my field. Well, we cooked it and he found out it was field corn. We didn't know it was such a thing.
Now you can eat field corn.
Well, we did.
If you get it young enough, and when you boil it up, you throw some sugar in the water, and it's hard to tell if it's sweet or field corn. But you got to get it when it's young enough. You can't get it after it starts turning yellow and hard. But any of the corn that you use for like cornmeal or any of that is field corn.
That is.
That's just ground corn.
And it's nice to make corn bags out of too. If you want to keep warm, you put some corn in a bag.
Microwave it for a minute or two.
Yeah, like you sew it in a bag and then use it for like a heating pad at night. Just gotta make sure you don't burn yourself or anything.
It'll stay warm for a while.
Oh yeah. I've been using a hot water bottle. Well, that's what I did when we were waiting for the heat part. Well, guys, I'm going to end this video right here because we're running out of time. So remember, Clay, remember.
Remember what?
Big or small.
You two could be a big kid.
Oh, and by the way, guys, I just gave him the Halloween shirt because I thought we were just going to be, I mean, it's after
the season.
But we're
about a week.
We're quite festive.
You can see the corn flying.
Oh yeah.
Corn husks are blowing around.
Chaff in the wind.
Along with the wind, leaves. The pickup truck just pulled in, probably to tell them
where the next spot was. So now I'm going to be out here watching for the next adventure over there. And if you notice, we have a lot of trucks here too, so I enjoy watching trucks.
I may not see anything until spring either, but
yeah. Normally
they spread the fertilizer so that it has a chance to soak into the soil and the snow dissipates the ammonia.
Okay guys, so with that, God bless. We'll see you in the next video. And remember to subscribe and share this video with a friend. Bye-bye.